Hello and welcome. Kristen and I are going to be sharing a little bit about a new program that we're so excited about. It's really been years in the making.
Yeah.
The VIA. This is something I've wanted to do. I don't know, I keep saying years, but for years now, to have like an intensive, you'd almost call it like a challenge experience based on the devotional cycles that you and I have been doing for
Yeah.
years, and also that our senior students in the Mistai program have been doing for years. So
Mm-hmm.
we aren't offering a new class of the Mistai right away. We have the Mistai 2 graduating soon when we're doing this recording. And what we felt called to do was to offer an immersive experience for all those called to it, without kind of the intensive training that goes all around the Mistai program.
Mm-hmm.
So the basic structure of the Via Hecate is this. It is a one-time payment that gives you a year's access to the space. Within this space in Covina, there is a period which we are calling the live challenge phase, and that is the collective or the course level devotional cycle.
Mm-hmm.
So we are going to be doing 30 live events, including 3 rituals in 30
30 days.
days. 30 days of Hecate, a different epithet each and every day,
Mm-hmm.
a live class, or some of our events are shared with the Hecate's Keys program. Um, 2 of our rituals, the beginning and ending ritual, we're sharing with Hecate's Keys. And then near the end, a very special ritual that I haven't led for several years, which is the Animarum Luna Obscura. That is just for the devotees in the Via. So that's how it works. There is a live challenge period that's 30 days over 5 weeks that starts October the 18th. Um, and then we go right into, I think, the next day or the day after, we start with the classes that are really getting into the epithets. We'll be doing Hecate's history.
Mm-hmm.
We have different themes for every day,
Mm-hmm.
but every day is a different epithet.
Mm-hmm.
And this, I don't know, it's so exciting to
Yeah,
me.
so exciting. I think the thing about this is, though, like the way I would say approach it is like it's not prescriptive per se. Like we will offer tools and guidelines and collaboration, and like we'll, be discussing a different epithet of Hecate every day, and we'll like help take you deeper. But it's really like a way for you to explore what devotion looks like for you.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And like I was saying, so it's a one-time payment and you have access for an entire year. So
right.
the 30 days, so you'll have um, well over 30 hours of recordings to review. We're going to keep the chat open. You'll be able to, come to, even like we set up the Via about 6 weeks ago,
Mm-hmm.
and the community that has arisen really centered in that chat of coming together. It's
Yeah.
really, really beautiful.
Yeah.
So so you get a year, but there is within the year a 30-day period that is like a live challenge. 30 days of Hecate, 1 lunar month, starting we start a little bit before the Virgo new moon just to make sure everybody gets ready. Not Virgo.
Mm.
So I'm still Virgo. We are
That
recording
that
this on
really
the
makes us
Virgo new
hold
moon.
on you.
So hold on me. But we're going to do this in advance of the Libra new moon. So we're starting a few days before that. We get started with this ritual of commitment, the Animarum Nissa, go into live classes about the different epithets and so on. We're
Mm-hmm.
doing, because Samhain is included within this, so we're doing ancestor work with spirits.
Mm-hmm.
Nesting is all on these 30 days, 30 epithets, 30 aspects of Hecate that we'll be exploring. And of course, Hecate has over 200 epithets from antiquity,
Mm-hmm.
and we've divined like a sample of them. we also try to not duplicate the epithets that are the names of the months in Covina, but in some cases we decided there was reasons to
Yeah.
do so. So
Very
you
few.
have done and are doing 30 you've done the Via sigil,
I have
but
done
you're
the
doing 30 unique sigils as well as part of
yes.
your personal devotion.
Yes.
Here's the overall one. So we'll be debuting that.
Yeah.
What else do we need?
Nice.
I think the thing we need to talk. So we've got botanicals.
Mm-hmm.
We selected poppy, myrrh, and damiana.
Yeah.
There's a lesson. So when you join the VIA, you will see a resources section available right away. You can dive in. It's all of our notes to get ready,
Mm-hmm.
how everything is going to work, like all the details from the botanicals, their qualities. Everyone is welcome to choose their own keystone, and
Mm-hmm.
everyone is welcome to do their own personal devotional project as well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So this, so you do you have yours there? Did you find yours?
No, I didn't actually. But you have yours, don't you?
Mine's over there. You want to get me mine?
Yeah, I see it right now.
Okay, so
You can find mine on Instagram.
and well, they have a recording of it as in the resources section. So Kristen did this amazing calendar. Can you pass me my big book of shadows?
Oh yeah.
Um, Kristen did this amazing calendar with drawings for every day. And I didn't set out to make a whole book of shadows of what they call junk journaling, which I don't really like that name. It needs a better name.
Sacred scrapbooking.
Sacred scrapbooking of things that we had here. You'll also find the template to make your own bookmark. And
Show us that bookmark. It also has the epithets on
yeah,
the back
I'll
of
pass
it.
that over to you.
Okay. The little guide.
Yeah. So I started, and if you've been following this on Instagram, you would have seen it like in just the journal I was working with, but now I have it in this beautiful book. It's not completely finished because I want to do some of it during the 30-day live period, but I have the inside done. Um, I know some of y'all have been asking me, well, how did you do this and how did you do that? A lot of this was intuitive. I didn't really, I mean, Kristen is my witness to this. I would come in here in the morning. I like to do my spiritual practice in the morning. I would come in here in the morning and just kind of go into it intuitively.
You did. You did.
I did have some basic ground rules for my Book of Shadows project of the 30 epithets, and I put that together in a lesson as well. So you can see. Um,
So your ground rules were you needed to use what you had on hand, right? Like
couldn't
no,
buy anything except glue.
right.
Only glue could be purchased.
And for me, it was just pens and colored pencils only.
Right. So a little bit of scaffolding, and your personal devotional project can be whatever you want. We did like witch crafting projects, witch arting. You did witch arting.
Yeah.
I did witch crafting. Um, but it can be like if you are going to dedicate 5 minutes a day to meditation,
Mm-hmm.
connection, whatever it is, or it can be part of a bigger project. You can do the epithet a day method, like we did.
Mm-hmm.
Weave that into whatever you're doing, and we'll be guiding you throughout all of this. One of my this is so at first I wasn't sure. I was very intuitive. I had a journal and I just opened up, and then I had made this paper out of egg cartons, and I had been jokingly calling it my curse tablet paper. If you know the history of ancient curse tablets, you'll get the joke, but if not, it's fine. And I did Parthareia, which means at the gate, on one of these pieces of, it looks like an ancient curse tablet to me. And that really, it's funny because it's at the gate and I did it as a trifold and it just unlocked the whole thing for me.
Yeah.
And I think this is an important note. So we have been priestessing others through personal devotional projects for like, I've been doing it like 7, 8 years now. You've been doing it for a few years.
Yeah.
And one thing I know for sure is the more you set an intention for your personal project, and then equally be open to how it ebbs and flows.
Oh,
And
yes.
the discipline it took, I have so many things. We run a coven together. I'm an author. I've got all these things I could be doing. And Kristen, like every day for those 30 days, I was like, nothing else got done until I was done with the epithet for the day.
Yep.
Nothing. And that in and of itself is a sacred practice, right? If you prioritize yourself. So I'll be sharing these, and you'll in the Via you'll see these as cover images for the 30 days of Hecate, the live challenge phase, as I'm going to be putting up a little sharing circle post every day that you
Mm-hmm.
can comment on your experiences with that epithet.
And I'll be sharing my drawings as well.
Definitely. So this is it. It's personal,
Yeah.
it's us teaching, it's ritual,
Yeah.
it's a deep experience, it's an immersive experience of Hecate. One-time payment. Click on the Via Hecate. We should have a little promo banner running across the screen within Covina,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll make sure when you're watching this recording that you have a link as well.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else you want to add?
I just want to go back to what you said about being open to the ebb and flow. I think that that is really key. And, like, don't get lost in perfectionism.
Mm-hmm.
I've been getting a lot of emails. They're like, oh, I feel called to Hecate, but I'm new to this. Like, do you think I'm fit to join? Is this, and yes, the answer is yes. If you feel called to join, you should join and see what comes through. Like
Mm-hmm.
Cindy said, it's going to be open for a year. Just answer that call.
Answer the call. I always say when someone says, I'm writing to you because I'm not sure if I've been called by Hecate. And my response is, well, we're here, so you've been
Right.
called.
Right.
So,
And there are no, it will take a commitment, but there are no pre-requirements. Like, come as you are. Come as you are. I think
yeah.
a big key aspect of this is like, seeing yourself as sacred. Like devotion to Hecate is devotion to yourself.
Mm-hmm. That's
Yeah.
so true. Kira was saying that. So it's a great group. We'll be there, of course, leading the experience for everyone, but it's a very supportive community. There are some like really experienced Hecateans. Our torchbearers are there. Our
Mm-hmm.
guides are there.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's also those who are just getting started with Hecate. It's really
Yeah.
because there is the 30-day live challenge period, but then you've got the whole year. You're going to
Yeah.
have all the materials, all the recordings for that
Yeah.
entire year. Um, and you can work at your own
Yeah.
pace. And you'll be able, like, if you say, okay, I can't do a personal devotional project right now, but I'm really inspired,
Mm-hmm.
but I know come February, I'm going to have time and I'm going to make this my priority.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's great. You'll have all the materials, plus you'll still have that chat and the sharing circles. So if you want to share it, you can share your work as well.
Yeah. A great support network. Yeah.
Fantastic support network. Okay, we've got some people here live, and I'm just wondering if anyone has any questions about starting the VIA that they would like us to answer. Denise, I don't know, can we bring you on camera?
Absolutely.
Thank you for coming on camera. So if anyone has any questions, just bring them up to us in the text chat. Okay, so Denise, we've been talking a lot. Um, so we did our devotional cycle. I think it was the Leo new moon to the first
Mm-hmm.
Virgo
Mm-hmm.
new moon. I think that's right.
Sounds right.
um and then our Mistai two students are doing one Virgo new moon to Virgo new moon because it's an unusual year. We're having two Virgo new moons. um So what we did is we did like a tiered system where Kristen and I and the torchbearers, which Denise is one, we did ours to kind of like lay the foundation that would eventually on the Libra new moon bring us to everyone in the Via. Um, and you've been talking a lot about just how going into this, you didn't anticipate how transformative it would be. And I think that's a real
Yeah,
key. Like even like you might be scrapbooking or you might be doing what Denise did. So why don't you share what you did just to inspire everyone?
sure. I decided to do mine digitally. Some of the things that I wanted to be able to understand as well as get out of it was I wanted to bring the images I would get into life for myself. I wanted to see them on paper. So I did a lot of AI generated art. And what I began to notice, not only did it help me go deeper with having the visual of that, it also helped me. I began to see myself describing everything in different ways than I had done before. And I started to become more connected with each one of these epithets, even more deeply than I ever thought could be possible, to be honest. Um,
Mhm.
and the way they began to work with me, they're still working with me today. I am still going back to my grimoire today that I have, and I might not be going through it sequentially as we have been, but there are days that other ones will call to me. So I really want to stress the additional year is amazing to be able to work with each other and talk more and see how each individual is experiencing it even after the 30 days.
Mhm.
And it has opened up so much for myself that it's truly been transforming, honestly, for me.
Mm, definitely. And, whatever your personal project looks like, we've had people in the past do a personal yoga challenge, yoga every day, writing
Mm-hmm.
poetry to Hecate every day. It can be in service, volunteering every day. Whatever the personal project can take many forms. It is an act of devotion and it's a radical self-acceptance,
Mm-hmm.
that you're saying, like, I am worth it. I am worth serious devotion to Hecate. Okay, Denise, do you have some questions for us?
Yes, there was one. I'm not really sure what to get for Poppy. Should it be seeds, flowers, artificial flowers, etc.?
Do you want to comment on that?
Y- yeah. So, I think any way that you connect, if you want to get fresh poppies, if poppy seeds, we'll be using poppy seeds. We'll be crafting these little poppy flowers, and we'll fill these with poppy seeds. So definitely seeds. Yeah, images, just really whatever works for you.
Fresh poppies can be difficult to acquire.
Mm-hmm.
We can't get them to grow here, though our neighbor down the road can, and it
Yeah.
drives me nuts that she can. Um, but anyway, so yes, the poppy seeds
Seeds.
are fine.
Yeah.
It's the essence of poppy, and
Yeah.
we have spirit cards
Yeah.
that you can use to connect with. And something that our students have done over the years is they print off those spirit cards. We design them very simply, and then you can add color to them. You can add
Mm-hmm.
them to your digital book of shadows. You can do all kinds of things with them, and that's going to help you evoke um, the essence of poppy. Okay, let's
Mm-hmm.
dive into a little bit about the botanicals.
We,
Okay, so like you said, you're going to be showing them how to make these great paper
yeah.
poppies, and the stem, which is a straw, is filled with poppy seeds. So you're getting some of that actual essence of poppy, and then myrrh. Do you have some notes on myrrh for us?
Uh,
Top quality.
top quality. We buy it in big chunks.
Yeah,
You can usually find it as a powder. If you do have trouble finding it, oftentimes you can find it blended with frankincense, which is fine as a substitution. If that's all you can get, that's perfectly okay.
or an oil. You can
Or
get
an
it as an
oil, you
oil
can
as
get it as an
well.
essential oil.
So
Yeah.
sometimes the tears you'll see those tier like small, and this is a great incense. It also works really well as a binder.
Yeah.
So if you want to blend Damiana and poppy seeds and myrrh and crush them in your mortar and pestle, or be a modern witch like us and use your electric grinder, your coffee grinder for this, it'll make a really, it makes a beautiful, beautiful incense for burning.
Yes.
Um,
Um,
any other questions about the plants, Denise, that we should talk about why we're here with
Yes.
them?
Do I have to have all plants, candles, etc. for the Via?
Absolutely not. You don't have to have anything, and you
mhm.
don't have to do anything,
Mhm.
right? Like this is about, this is us. We're there. We'll be there, for the 30 days, leading the rituals and the classes. Denise will be there helping us. The torchbearers will be there. We'll be there doing this. And what you do with the materials is that's your experience.
Yeah.
We offer this structure, and it's like we build the temple and light the torches, and then we welcome you in, and it's up to you from there.
Mhm. I do want to add a note to like if when you do buy the botanicals, like make sure, especially the Damiana, you want to make sure like it's good quality. Like make sure it's organic. Um, Ozzy mentioned in the chat we do like we're a fan of you herb it.
Yeah, which is in Greece, but they ship, well, I don't know with the US
Yeah.
tariffs. Um, but I know, what is it, Mountain Rose in the United States is usually good.
Mountain Rose is
Yep,
good. Richter's is
in Canada.
but it's a cross border company, right?
Yeah.
They ship to the U.S. as well.
Denise, do you have a reco for getting the myrrh and the damiana?
The same as that you just
Okay.
said.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any other questions on the botanicals?
No more on the botanicals. I have a question here about time. What time will most of the lives be?
Okay, well, I think I've got the schedule in here, I'm sure. Here we go. Here's our schedule. So you will notice if it is a class just for the Via Hecate students, it starts at 3 p.m. Eastern. And you can use Mighty Networks should update it to your local time zone based on the location you entered when you joined Covina. And you'll always see in the event title the time in Eastern, just in case there is a little bit of a glitch. So those all start at 3 p.m. And then we have what we call Witches Hour and Moon Day classes that we share with Hecate's Keys. They start at 10 p.m. And then our
10 a.m.
10 a.m. Not nothing. I do nothing at 10 p.m. Nothing. Nothing.
Except go to bed.
Except go to bed. Um, And then we have 10 a.m. And then our rituals and salons are going to be coming in at 8 p.m. Eastern. So that's the way you can tell if something's at 10 a.m., then that is just a Via Hecate class. And then we have the Moon Days and the Witches Hour. I guess we're doing a couple of Tarot Tuesdays as well
Yeah.
in there,
Yeah.
that we're doing as live events. So those are all going to come in at the 10 a.m. start. Our classes at the 3 p.m. Eastern start, and then you'll see rituals starting at 8 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, that's really exciting. So the 10 a.m. and the 8 p.m. will be a merger with Hecate's Keys, and then the 3 p.m.s are
Just us.
via Hecate only.
Just via. So we're excited to be doing all of this with all of you. It feels really special. And so come on in. If you're watching this and you're thinking, well, October 18th has already come and gone. I'm late to the party, so to speak. You can join anytime. Really within that year, you could, like you start your year when you join.
Yeah.
And our plan is to hopefully do this again next year, and to have this as a special offering.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I said, it's
Yeah.
30 days of Hecate, and then you have access to the space for a year
Yeah.
to do with what you will.
And if you have any questions or concerns, you can email me at kristen@covinainstitute.com.
Mm-hmm. And if you once you join, just head on over to that Via chat, and we'll be happy to talk to you, answer any questions. It's a really great and supportive community. Lots of resources, the spirit cards, the sigils, and and come as you are,
Yeah.
and be open. This is, what did I say in the chat the other day? Let's not invoke the spirit of perfectionism.
Yeah.
This is about coming together
Yeah.
and expressing our devotion in a really beautiful community of devotees. We will learn and grow together. Thanks so much,
Right.
everyone. You want to give them your email one more time?
Oh, that's Kristen, Chrisisten, @covinainstitute.com.
All right, we'll see you on the Via.